Goodreads Psychic strikes again. Hold on to your seats. I'm about to analyze your Goodreads. Okay, this week we're starting with Alyssa from ACReads because, well, she literally begged me. She's rated 365 books with an average rating of 3.87. She's pretty eclectic in her reading taste, actually. She loves books as varied as City of Fallen Angels, to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, to freaking 50 Shades of Grey. She loves them all. Though she dislikes books like Beastly by Alex Flynn. Now, I liked Beastly well enough, but I do have to admit it was type of melodramatic. She also hated, rather unusually, Life of Pi. Meh. Oh, and do you know what's on her TBR but she hasn't read yet? The Night Circus. But that's not my recommendation because that's way too easy. No, I'm going to recommend a book for no real reason, but that I feel her eclectic reading habits make her a kindred spirit. And I'm really curious to hear what she thinks about this book. It's actually not a huge stretch for her. She likes classics, rating highly Jane Eyre, Frankenstein, and The Great Gatsby. The book I think Alyssa should read is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. When I read this book, I was rather surprised that I loved it. It's got an anti-hero in the wonderfully bitchy Rebecca Sharp, but for all that, it's one of the most insightful, clever books I've ever read. Plus, you'll never look at the Battle of Waterloo the same again. Alyssa, I hope you try it out. The second person I'm going to tackle today is Eileen Reads. She's rated 157 books with an average rating of 4.33. So I don't know if that means she loves all the books she reads or if she just only inputs the books she loves to Goodreads. Some insights into Eileen. The only 3 books that have ever made her cry are The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, and The Darkest Minds by Alexander Bracken. She has not yet read Fangirl, though it is on her TBR. Remedy that lady! And she hated Beowulf, but she loved The Odyssey. She loves YA Paranormal, The Host, Vampire Academy, Cassandra Clare books, things like that. The book I'm going to recommend to her is based on the fact that she seems to appreciate a sizzling relationship full of sexual tension that doesn't get to full-on Harlequin romance status. So I'm going to recommend one of my all-time favorite sizzling relationships that might surprise you. It's an oldie but a goodie. It is The Man in the Brown Suit by Agatha Christie. Most of the relationships in Agatha Christie's mysteries are sweet but fairly tame, so I'm not really sure what got into her with this book. About the time the man in the brown suit nurses orphan Annie, her name is Anne Bedingfield and she's an orphan, okay? About the time he nurses Anne back to health alone together on an island, I never get tired of reading this book over and over again. So try it out, Eileen. You might curse me for making you read a 1920s detective novel, or you might just love it. I think I have time for one more person, so let's analyze ReadingMartin. He's rated 147 books with an average rating of 3.78. He's from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, which made me spend 5 minutes looking at pictures of Cabo San Lucas. Dang, that's one pretty ocean. He loves The Legend of Sleepy Hollow for its vivid imagery. He loved J.K. Rowling's The Casual Vacancy. We both appreciate the brilliance of Alice in Wonderland. He also reads his fair share of YA, such as Beautiful Creatures, Legend, and The Fault in Our Stars. He hated The Silver Linings Playbook, found the characters in Aragon annoying, and we both thought that The Alchemist was overrated. He didn't like Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, which I've always felt is really an inside joke for the era, poking fun at gothic romances, and would probably be much more hilarious for me if I was an avid reader of Anne Radcliffe or other popular gothic romance authors of her era. Anyway, back to Martin. I'm actually quite impressed with his reading habits. He reads an amazing swath of book types and makes his own decisions on whether he likes them or not. So, as he seems to be up for anything, I was going to go all obscure and find him something he's never heard of, but then I got distracted. Do you know that he's never read The Name of the Wind? One of the most perfect books ever written? I just can't get past that. Martin, go read The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and then maybe I'll be able to unstick my brain and recommend you something properly obscure. Okay, that's it for this edition of the Goodreads Psychic. If I didn't get to you today, don't worry, you're still on my list, and I'm plotting your book recommendation as we speak. If you're not on my list, but want to be, let me know. Oh, and the vote for what I should do for my 500 subscribers was a QA, so give me some QA questions. They could be book-related or not book-related, though I do reserve the right to plead the fifth. I'm kind of really excited about this, so thanks to all of you for recommending it.